Today, Pierre Poilievre said that he's calling for you to suspend all gas and diesel tax from Victoria Day to Labor Day to give Canadians a break this summer. Will you do that?
I think the conversation should be had with the provinces as well, who are responsible for a significant part of excise taxes and taxes on gasoline across the country. Mr. Poilievre continues to refer to the federal carbon tax, which is a price we've put on pollution to make sure that pollution is not free anywhere in this country. And the way we chose to do it was to collect the price on carbon emissions, including on gas, and giving that money back to Canadian families in such a way that 8 out of 10 families in regions where the federal carbon backstop applies do better with the checks that come in through the Canada Carbon Rebate 4 times a year.
Oh, they don't.
Than it costs them extra on a tank of gas or to heat their homes.
No.
That is the way we designed the fight against pollution, against climate change.
He doesn't even know what the fight is.
We're putting a price on pollution to incentivize people to pollute less, and we're putting more money in the pockets of families across the country. So when Pierre Poilievre talks about scrapping the price on pollution, he's also talking about eliminating those Canada Carbon Rebate checks that come in, hundreds of dollars for families across the country every few months, that helps offset not just the price of gas, but the cost of groceries, the cost of living that go up left, right, and center. The parliamentary budget officer confirmed that 8 out of 10 families get more money back from the Canada Carbon Rebate than they pay the carbon price at the pumps or in the grocery stores. This is what Pierre Poilievre is talking about when he talks about axing the tax. He talks about stopping the fight against climate change at a time where the country is burning, at a time where floods and storms are having an impact on every corner of the country, and at a time when Canadians are struggling with the cost of living. He wants to take away checks that put more money in their pockets. His ideology is so strong, he would rather watch the country burn and Canadians suffer than continue to fight against climate change and put the Canada Carbon Rebate in their pockets.
Now, at
that
this
tells
point,
us an awful lot about the kind of choices he makes as leader.
You are so cooked.
My follow-up,
that was the craziest thing I've heard.
Isthmus, and I heard you talk about how important it is. I did not hear you commit to fully funding it. So why is your government unwilling to commit to fully funding it? The governments of Nova Scotia,
he would rather let the world burn. That's what he just said about Pierre.
Absolutely not. We have continued to be investing in Atlantic Canada time and time again on dealing with the extreme weather events like Hurricane Emily and other significant challenges. The federal government will always be there. We'll always be there as well in the fight against climate change. And like I said, we will be there as partners to the governments of Nova Scotia and New Brunswick in ensuring that critical infrastructure continues to stay resilient and usable for years to come, including on the Isthmus. But we are going to be there also in the fight against climate change, something that these two provinces would do well to step up on as well.